Hi, I'm Dylan McElhatton with Halogen Systems, and we're going to go through initial function test and commissioning procedure. This is our municipal low flange side stream sensor and one of our CN01 controllers. However, this procedure can be done with any sensor. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through how to get familiar with our system, make sure everything's working well before installation into whatever process you're using. So this will work both for ballast water systems, municipal drinking water systems, wastewater systems, cooling towers. So this is something to do to really get familiar with your product prior to installing it into your system. So the first thing you're going to notice here is that this is our non-hazardous sensor. What makes it non-hazardous is the fact that it has the peak sensor end. It's not stainless steel. You can see this flange here. This designates this as a low flange side stream sensor. One of the first things and one of the most important things to know about our sensor is where the ejection port is. On all of our municipal sensors, we have this label here that shows the ejection port on the side. It's also lined up right there with the H on the sensor itself. As you can see, the ejection port is right here. It's just that small slit in the cover gasket. And what's going to happen here is water is going to be pulled through the strainer at the bottom of the sensor and out the ejection port. It's really important to know where that ejection port is, and I'll show you during the installation procedure why that's important. So the first thing you're going to do during the startup is, whether you have power to your display or not, we're going to go ahead and plug in the sensor. All of our pins of these M12 connectors have a notch at the back of the display. So if you're using one of our municipal controllers, you'll be able to line the notch here up with the notch here, give it a little shimmy, and it'll drop in, and then go ahead and tighten. You'll know you have a good connection when you can hear the sensor start up. You're going to want to do the startup procedure in water. As you can hear, that motor oscillates this direction a couple times, and what that's going to do is prime our sensor. By prime, I mean we're going to push out any air that's in the sensor cover and get water flowing across our measurement surface. The way you're going to know that this sensor is primed adequately is if you just pull it a little bit out of the water, you're going to be able to see the water coming out of that ejection port. This is going to be normal operation. If our sensor is not doing this, you are not adequately primed, or the sensor cover is on too tight and that impeller is being bound. So looking at this, I now know that my sensor is mechanically working normal. I have a good primed water stream, and I'm getting representative sample flowing across the water surface. Next, I'm going to come over here to the display. I already had power to the display. And when you first power on the display, it's only going to cycle and look for COM addresses for the first 45 seconds that it's powered. After that, it's not going to be searching anymore. To initiate a search without unplugging the sensor, you can activate the long menu by pressing select and right arrow together for 3 seconds. And you're going to see the long menu selected pop up on the screen. You're also going to know because there's an L over here in the right-hand corner. So there's two ways we can do this. We can either restart the system, or we can do a clear errors command, or we can actually do a Modbus search as well. So the first thing I'll show you is how to do a system restart. So we're going to hit menu, and then we're going to scroll down to maintenance, all the way down to the bottom of the maintenance menu, and we're going to hit restart system. It's going to give you a 10-second countdown, and what this is going to do is restart the display for us. Once the display is restarted, it's going to run that bus search again and look for the sensor. The way we know we have communication here is we have the 4 to 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our 4 to 20 outputs. We see searching, and then if you don't get anything else here, this is good. That means you should shortly see address 125 pop up, and that's going to be your confirmation that we have established communication with this sensor at Modbus address 125. There you go. This is how we know that we have established communication with our sensor. It's going to take about a total of 1 minute and 45 seconds to get all 5 measurement parameters here. The first ones that are going to pop up are going to be chlorine and pH and temperature. ORP and conductivity will follow about 45 seconds later. Do not be alarmed, it is working normally, and we will get all of our measurements. And now you'll see that we have all of our measurements here. So the sensor looks like it's operating normally. The chlorine at 0.2 is about what I expected. I'm just running in tap water with a pH of 8. So my measurements here are looking about right. This is a good time to start configuring your 4 to 20 for your PLC as well. But at this point, I would say that this sensor has passed my commissioning test. Another thing that this is a good time to do is just do a quick accuracy check. You can do that using a pocket colorimeter to confirm that our chlorine measurement is matching the actual concentration within the solution that we're running in. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any additional questions, please contact us at our technical support team standing by. We can be reached at tech@halogensys.com.